The recording can't be.
It's okay. It depends.
It's like really muffled.
Yeah.
Like you can.
Should we tell her?
All right, guys. So standard 12. We're moving into trig. So first we have to review some geometry stuff. Okay. And there's not really any of this on your homework today, but I still just want to go over it real quickly with you to make sure you guys remember sine, cosine, and tangent. Maybe. Hopefully geometry is not a bad memory. Alright guys, so draw yourself a little right triangle. First, notice in the triangle, do you guys see how the capital letters are the angles, and then across from those is the lowercase letter that is the side? That is one way you can name sides. You don't have to call it like side AC, segment AC. You can call it side B. Okay. So I'll give you a second to jot that down.
Welcome back.
All right, guys. So do you remember SOHCAHTOA? Yes. Okay. Okay. Like here, I'll write it. Figure out a new slide for you. So I always find in geometry, some of you say the word and then you spell it wrong, which that's not very helpful. Okay. So you got to know what you're doing here. All right. If you don't remember sine, cosine, and tangent, yes, I would write it down anywhere that you want. So SOHCAHTOA. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, SOH. Then ka is cosine. What is the A? Adjacent. And I'm abbreviating a lot. Over hypotenuse. TOA. Tangent is okay, opposite over adjacent. Yes. This is familiar to you? Yes. Okay, good. All right, guys. So in our little picture here, if I start by looking at angle A, so this guy. What is opposite of angle A? Which side? Little a, right? What is adjacent to angle A? B. And what is the hypotenuse? What is always the hypotenuse in this picture? C. Okay. So sine of angle A, that's opposite over hypotenuse. So what am I going to say with A? Okay, perfect. A over C. What is the cosine of angle A? B over C, adjacent over hypotenuse. Are you guys okay with what adjacent means? We get that? It's the one right next to it. It helps make that angle. All right, then tangent of A. A over B, opposite over adjacent. Okay. All right, so then if I switch and I'm no longer looking at angle A, and I go down here and look at angle B. So now what's the sine of angle B? B over C. Good. What about the cosine? over C, and the tangent, B over A. We'll talk a lot more later about the connection between like the sine of A and the cosine of B and all of those things, but it's obviously all the same three sides, just in different ratios there, okay? So that's just a review of SOHCAHTOA. We'll do a lot more with that later. The other thing we need to review from geometry is special right triangles. So I'll let you copy down the pictures here. We have two kinds. We have a 30, 60, 90, and we have a 45, 45, 90. Special right triangle. Got a little, it's an R and a T. Special urge. Do you guys remember how to do these? Or do you just vaguely remember hearing, or do you remember nothing? Okay, I'll explain it as if you know nothing. Okay. There's something with a square root, yes. You're on the right track. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a long time, guys. All right, well, first, let's look at this 30, 60, 90. So everyone's okay with which side is the hypotenuse, right? That's across from the right angle. Okay, this short leg will always be across from the 30-degree angle. Guys, phone's away. Long leg is across from the 60-degree angle. Trust the angles, not what the picture looks like, okay? It will not always be drawn to scale. Like, you could have something that looks like this, and I could say, oh, hey, that's the 30-degree angle. Does it look like it? No, but if that's 30 degrees, that means that side is the short leg. Okay, so don't trust what the picture looks like, trust what the angle says. Okay? All right, then how you find missing pieces. So long leg, that is always equal to root 3 times the short leg. And then the hypotenuse is always 2 times the short leg. You gotta know this, guys. And we'll practice a bunch of them today. All right, then over in your 45, 45, 90. What's true about the two legs in a 45, 45, 90? They're the same. Yeah, it's an isosceles triangle. Look at that, pulling a geometry word out. Okay, so we only have to have one equation this time. The hypotenuse is always equal to square root of 2 times either one of the legs. Okay, so root 2 times a leg. So really all that today is going to be is I will give you a piece from one of these special right triangles and you have to find the other two sides. Okay, so we're just going to practice a bunch of these. All right. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, so let's just do a few examples. Okay. All right, you got to find X and Y. All right, so let's look at the first one there. Once you have it jotted down. Okay, clearly a 45, 45, 90 triangle, right? Okay, so one of these should be super easy. Which one's the easy one? X, what is X going to be? Okay, then how do I go about finding Y? The what? Root 2 times the leg. So I've got my leg, which is 7 root 3 times root 2. So what does that end up being? Yes, okay, that's really the only weird part. I feel like you guys kind of forget how radicals work when you're multiplying them or dividing, all that stuff. So that's it for the first one. Okay. Good there. All right, let's try again. All right, second one here. I want you to write it down. If you're struggling at all when we're going through this, please take the time to label the sides like short leg, long leg, hypotenuse. And then you can just reference those when you go through the equations. So what is the 5? That's your short leg. What is X? Long leg. And what is Y? Hypotenuse, okay? All right, if you are given the short leg, they're very easy. So what does X equal? Good. 5 root 3. Long leg is just root 3 times short leg. And what's the hypotenuse? Okay. Simple. Okay. It's a little less simple when I give you the long leg. That's 8. X and Y. Just number 3 for me. All right, so what did I give you this time? Long leg. Everybody okay? X is the short leg, Y is the hypotenuse. Great. Okay, so let's look at our equation. We know that long leg is equal to short leg times root 3, right? Okay, so if I plug in what I know here, 8 is equal to x times root 3. How do I solve that for x? Divide by root 3. So I get 8 over root 3. Can I leave it like that? No, I have to rationalize it. So what is it going to become? Okay. Not that bad. No need for that face. Okay. So I get 8 root 3 over 3. Okay, now x is my short leg, right? How do I find the hypotenuse? Times 2. Okay, so if I take 8 root 3 over 3 times 2, do I get 16 root 3 over 3 or do I get 16 root 3 over 6? Over 3. Remember, it's 2 over 1. Multiply straight across. All right, let's try again. Let's go back to 45, 4590. We'll make this 10. All right, guys, so always think back to those original equations that we wrote. We know the hypotenuse is equal to root 2 times a leg, right? Okay, what's the hypotenuse? 10. X and Y are going to be the same thing, right? Root 2 times either one. Okay. So how do I solve? 5, right? So I get 10 over root 2. And then how do I rationalize? So I get 10 root 2 over 2, which reduces to 5 root 2. And that's going to be x and y. Okay? Again, if you're struggling at all, take the time to write out the equation and then plug in what you know and solve for the other part. Guys, if you're seeing patterns right away, if you're like, oh, that's 10, I know it's always half of it and then a root 2. Like, I'm fine if you need no work. I'm fine if you need a lot of work, okay? Whatever you need to do to get to the right answer, I'm okay with it. I know some of these you can just see. Okay. Let's do one more. Are we doing okay, guys? Not too bad. Okay. Let's do another 30, 60, 90. Alright, you guys try this one. Alright guys, so we know our long leg is equal to root 3 times the short leg, and so then you have to divide, that's a part. And then when you rationalize, you get 4 root 15 over 3. And then to double that for the hypotenuse is 8 root 15 over 3. Okay? Good? Okay. Let's stop notes there. Let's see. We'll do the castle game. Have you guys done that one yet? Okay. What? So you guys are going to be in like groups of, we'll say 4. So group yourselves, okay? Be with people around you. Groups of about 4. I think one group will have to have 5, or we can have a couple groups of 3. What you're going to do is you need a piece of paper. So I'll give you guys scratch paper if you need it. 1 per team. All right, so your team. Okay, guys, groups of 4. Like, make yourselves into little groups. Ready to 4? Okay. 4. There you go. You guys are 4. Okay. Is this 4? Yeah. Okay. You really just want these two. Alright guys, on the piece of paper I'm giving you, you're drawing a castle. Let's say it should be a haunted castle. Since we're going to work. Alright.
Alright.
What do we got going on here? 4? Okay, draw yourselves a haunted castle. I'll give you a few minutes here to draw. Draw a haunted castle. Like, what in the world does this have to do with math? Okay, we'll get there. I understand it. There's been a lot of coffee in my life lately. No. Ooh, I like that. Maybe like a pumpkin-headed man guarding it. I don't know. Right? Who knew you needed so many drawing skills? Way more fun for me. I like it. Oh, super creepy. Bats and spider webs.
Okay, we're gonna do a little pumpkins in the chair.
Hey guys, write everybody's name from your team somewhere on your castle page. Like just in the corner, that's fine. We may use these for more than one class. We'll see. So make it a good castle. Okay, good. I like that you're ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just change this.
I like
No. We can get some.
Okay, you can do better. All right.
Okay.
One more minute, guys, and we'll get to the actual event.
And how's the home?
We're really trying here. What actually
It's getting the
Looks like a normal castle until
What are the little things they have?
The what? Oh, like your banner?
Yeah.
Your bannerman? All right, guys, are we feeling okay with our castles? Like it. Okay. So guys, how this works? Let me explain. Guys, up here. Anna, you ready? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to put a problem up here, and you as a team will work together to solve it, which we should be able to get through these pretty quickly because these problems don't take too long. Then, if everyone will hold it up on a whiteboard, each group, if you get it right, you have the choice. You can either defend your castle, and you can only defend one attack per turn, or you can get up and go attack someone else's castle. Okay? The goal, you're trying to, I don't know how many hits will knock out a castle. We won't decide just yet. We will use these multiple days. So you will have to decide, are you attacking or are you sitting? Okay? And trying to stop something. So, first one here, let's say... So guys, you should all do the problem and then hold up one whiteboard for me to check. But do it all so you guys get the practice and you can agree, help each other, all that good stuff.
I'm finalizing our
Let's say this is... And guys, it's completely fine that you're using the markers from the board back there. Just stick them back on the board when you guys are done. Okay? So talk to your group members. Oh, I didn't tell you which sides. We'll make this one X and this one Y. Okay? way more fun if you attack.
Like, how do you attack?
So you'll walk over and you have to draw on their castle.
That's fun.
I know. Your castle is excellent. There are some very good haunted castles, guys. There usually ends up being some sort of like strategy and ganging up on certain things. This is totally fun. All right, are we ready? Okay, one person from your group hold up the board for me to check. Yes, yes, yes.
Are there names on our castle?
No. No way.
Yes, yes,
Oh my god.
yes. Okay, so everyone with the group in the back, go. Good, we're gonna go for the group in the back. They are defenseless, yes. Okay, so you have to decide, are you attacking or are you blocking? If you're sitting there and blocking, you can stop the first person who comes over to attack you, but if multiple teams attack you, you can't do anything about it. So the way you attack, you have to figure out what you're going to draw as your little attack on their castle. Don't just draw a giant X on their whole paper. That's not really the point. So some sort of little attack on their castle. So what are you guys doing? Attacking or defending? Attacking. You're defending. What are you guys doing? And you're attacking. 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 Okay, ready, go. One person from your team may go attack. There is a defenseless group in the back. Just say. Go attack. Go. All right, go attack.
Dude, this is so baloney.
So baloney, I know.
So
Okay, you leave. Leave. I'll leave.
Leave. You draw something on their castle that is your little attack symbol. I don't know.
Dude, this is so baloney. So big.
I mean, you can make it just like an X, but that's sort of sad. All right, let's try again. So back to your seats, guys.
Dude,
So,
Tanner, don't sell us.
you want to do the questions?
You should all do the question.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. How's your forecastle?
Not well at all. Yo, whack. I don't know.
No. I would never. Do that. They should be reprimanded. That's very offensive and inappropriate.
Sounds like
Are you spending your time with money? It's spooky.
okay. I'll let you Yep.
LOL, right?
Retaliation. All right, guys, let's pull up boards. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. All right. This one's back. Yes. Yes. Okay, everybody got it right. So you guys are attacking. Yeah. Clearly, yes. Attacking. Defend. Clearly, you should attack.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where you start.
We're attacking.
Okay. Oh, defend. Okay. Attack. Okay, attackers. Go for it. We have some strategizing going
Line
They're attacking. Defending. I don't know. We'll see. Someday we'll get to it being destroyed. But right now it's kind of fun for you to attack. Alright, go! Prepare just to group back again.
They're not how to swallow.
Okay.
Wait, what's that say?
when I was like,
Please only draw appropriate attack methods. I didn't think I'd have to say that to the parents.
wait, today? I'm over. I can't even attack anybody. Like that, it's
Did you pick a group that was defending to attack?
yeah.
John
Because I thought him join in.
Oh.
Nice job, Paul.
Way to go, Paul. Landed that one.
All right. Okay, guys, let's try again. Sure.
We can just erase it.
I got the new one. Oh, it is. I just made it up, so that's how we. Okay. Make sure everybody in your group knows how to do these problems. So actually, just container front and back. And any of them that say round to the nearest 10, just ignore. Do them all without a calculator.
And then move on.
Make it.
3 over 15.
The nap.
3 over 15. 3 over 3. Where are you getting over right now?
All right, guys, hold on. Let's see. Okay, your answers must be simplified.
Oh.
Not simplified. You guys are
Oh,
good.
that's the short thing. Oh,
Yes, you're good. Good. Good.
It's 45.
Yeah.
Oh, why not? Where is the over? Oh, we're solving the water. Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Attacking. In a group. What are you doing? We'll defend. Sean, what are you guys doing? Attacking.
I'm sorry, that is so funny.
Defend.
The fact that it was just
Defend.
him.
Defend.
Yes.
You fixed it. Oh, did you not? Okay. Defense looks up here, guys. It does not carry over. You're defending. Okay. All right, ready to go.
Wait, are you guys attacking?
Oh, yeah, so it would be.
Who are you attacking? Okay, what's that say?
All right, go.
Sean,
Attack.
Sean,
Uh-oh.
Sean, I'll give you the answers to the English one.
No! That is not the solution.
With the answer.
I feel like you're
And you don't get answers there.
Was that it? You were the only two teams. All right, guys, one more. What am I wanting to do? There you go. This one's just kind of weird answers. Ooh, I like that. I was kind of slow at writing it, so. Weird answers. Talk in your group, guys. Make sure everybody knows how to do this one. Oh yeah, sorry. X, Y. I like the confidence everybody. Talk in your group. Make sure you guys all agree. How's your group back there? Good? All in agreement? Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what I did. When you get rid of your radical, you don't have to say anything.
Yeah, that's true. No, I just figured it's just.
Because when you multiply,
Oh,
I got you.
no, wait.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're right. Wait, yes.
Because you have three times three is 9.
Wait, it's
Oh, your numerator's right. So your denominator, you had over 3 root 3, right?
Yeah.
You can multiply by root 3. So that, when you rationalize, you multiply by root 3.
Yeah.
It doesn't just disappear. There's a 3 left, and you already had it. So what does that give you in this denominator?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right, guys, hold them up. Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. All right, guys. He's attacking.
Well, no, that's the problem except me, so of course they're gonna get it wrong if I get it wrong.
And split groups, guys. That's how.
Is that Sean Maxter?
It's not. Dang it. It's Sean's group. Sure. All right. What are you guys doing? Attack. Lillian, what are you guys doing? Okay, I think everyone needs to attack since it's the last round. Go.
Wait, oh, we're done.
Yeah.
No, I got it right now. I did. I was agree.
That is so good.
Yeah, so you guys aren't gonna win if everyone else says I need to tax fast.
Did everyone attack your group?
That's what usually makes.
Nice. All right, guys. Just someone in your group hold on to your castle. We may come back to them, or we may draw them. All right, guys. In your packet, homework standard 12. It's just the front and the back. Listen, please, guys. Do all of them. There's a couple that say round to the nearest tenth. Just ignore that. Do them all without a calculator. Okay, just like we've been doing all the problems so far. So homework standard 12, front and back. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good one.